Right. So I guess that's it for White Orchard.
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then...
Oh god. Well, this went from 1 to 100 really fast. Oh, sorry, I'm not talking much.
Talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
After the audience? Really? You don't want to kind of clue me in before I go see the Emperor of Nilfgaardia?
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore.
No,
The
we found her.
sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
No, she's here.
After
We found her.
many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima.
Back in Vizima, huh?
It must suffice.
Think Emir cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair.
Jeez, Geralt. I just can't get over how many scars you have.
Cutwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
No, I want to get rid of it anyway. But I do want to say this because I want to be difficult.
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
It does. Yet it also detracts from your elegance. In Nilfgaard we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine, do your thing.
Good. I want to get rid of the beard anyway.
Please, and sit still.
How goes it? Preparations for the audience proceeding as planned?
Yes, General. The gentleman will be more or less presentable.
Who's this guy? He a barber too?
No. Morvran Voris, commander of the Alba Division. Yennefer's escort. They were my men, all of them. Indeed, were. For none have returned to Vizima, have they? I truly wonder what happened on the road yesterday. Perhaps you could enlighten me. You have time. and a razor to your throat.
Wild Hunt killed them.
A cavalcade of wraiths dashing across the night sky. These omens of war the peasantry babbles about. Expect me to believe that.
Frankly, I don't really give a damn.
Nordlings. We can bathe you, shave you, and clothe you, but teaching you manners, that will be a challenge.
Nice meeting you too.
Done. Shall I shave him once more, against the grain?
No. He himself is very much against the grain. That's enough. Farewell, Witcher. Or rather, see you soon.
Good. Now the gentleman may dress.
Oh no,
Sadly,
I'm gonna
I
have to
did
wear
not
something
receive
pompy.
exact measurements. If the garments chafe, our tailor will adjust them.
I don't like pompous.
Where are my clothes?
Where they should have gone long ago, with the laundress. They will be returned to you after the audience, clean and starched. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
I know. I'm sorry, Geralt. I'm guessing shirtless isn't the way to go. What's the difference between these two? There's that one. Oh, I see. This one has... Alright, sure. We'll go with this one. You're really gonna make me do this. That's not half bad though, honestly.
And they say clothes do not make the man. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
A studded doublet and a sword on my back. That's what would satisfy me. Tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes.
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
I'm not some boor. I know how to bow.
Please, demonstrate. That, sir, is how you might bow to a whore on a street corner, not to the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
The hell I will.
Gotta be kidding.
Not at all. I am mortally serious. Does the gentleman know the penalty for breaches of etiquette in the Emperor's presence? 200 lashes. I do not wish that upon him, so I will not let him leave until I am confident that he knows how to behave.
Can I take the lashes? Can I take the lashes, please? Can I please take the... Fine.
Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me.
Give me my
The
sword and I'll
gentleman
show you
will address
fluidity
the
and
Emperor
grace.
only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your arch magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect. trimi eb art ketzer. Daifen aden in karn eb marvut. Emir var emreis.
Ow.
Nope. Not gonna do it. I'm not his subject.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep do orde.
Welchen Namen? Wat gern favor?
I'm not his subject, and I have no reason to offer him respect.
So many months at Foltest Court. Yet you still haven't mastered the basics of etiquette.
Know what they say? Can't teach an old wolf new tricks. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cirilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes.
She looks so upset.
So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
Save your generosity for those whose homes your armies have razed. I'll do it for Ciri, not for your gold.
Your motives do not interest me. Only results. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
Did the gentleman not understand? Did I not emphasize adequately that one must bow to the Emperor?
Relax, nothing happened.
To the gentleman. But I shall be punished.
How?
Please keep close and bother no one. We've had enough breaches of etiquette for one day. And it's past noon. What? Do you know who you're talking to, soldier?
Alright, well, I won't get him in any more trouble, I guess.
Not only am I made to wait here like some supplicant.
Oh, that looks familiar. God, they kept the same everything. This is nice. Nice attention to detail. I'm not sure if I feel bad for this guy or not. I guess I should.
Done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
Alrighty then.
Sharpened yet? Yes? Then transcribe. The true authority in Novigrad is not the City Council or the Merchants Guild, but the Church of the Eternal Fire and the criminal underworld. At times it is difficult to tell the one from the other. They both display a similar ruthlessness and cynicism that...
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
You know what? I'll write the report myself. You'll need only prepare a clean draft. In triplicate.
A shame I have no time.
Geralt, That tunic, you look positively smashing.
Ugh, dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to. Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
Uh-huh. And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
How about that? She's grown up?
It's been years since you trained together at Kaer Morhen. A great deal has changed.
You haven't. Not a bit.
I missed those awkward compliments of yours. But let's focus on Ciri, all right?
Right. Emir said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me, but I thought I'd trick them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
The Wild Hunt? What could it want from Ciri?
I've no clue, Geralt. Might have written them to ask, but I don't have their address. I know as much as you do. It must be about her blood. Her gift. As for what the Hunt wishes to do with that gift, I'd prefer not to think about it, really.
So where's Ciri been seen, exactly?
In two places. Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords? Secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconfirmed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've learned something.
Yeah.
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Yen, I'd lost my memory.
Really? That's your excuse? Let's drop it, all right? It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me. in one piece. I shall be waiting.
Aww, she seems nice. Oh god, Triss. Bye, Yen. Oh no, the books! Not the books! Yen! Not the books! Oh, hello. Yennefer, my dear friend, thank you for your letter. Forgive me for not answering you earlier's attempt to reach me via Megascope. I am trying to limit my magic communication to an absolute minimum. One never knows who's listening, don't you agree? I'm delighted you have found a position at our gracious Emperor's court and wish you the best of luck in search for his daughter. It is good to know that Emir's intentions for her have become more, how shall I put it, mundane? Perhaps in these circumstances, an agreement regarding the lodge will prove possible after all. In response to your first question, I can state beyond all doubt that Cirie has not appeared anywhere south of Yorgor. Believe me, I could recognize her magic signature in my sleep. I have not had any contact with Triss for a long time. I only know that things in Novigrad have taken an ill turn. She mentioned something earlier about fleeing to Kovir, but I'm afraid that in the current political climate that amounts to an impossible daydream. I hope I will soon be able to join you in Vizima. First, however, I must take care of some unfortunate yet urgent matters in Beauclair. My finest regards, Fringilla Vigo. P.S. Thank you for the news about Geralt. He always seems to land on his feet, doesn't he? Interesting. Oh, gosh, lots to explore in here, huh? Okay, then. Okay. So, looking much better there, Geralty. I don't know, I like him without the beard. I think he looks better. He doesn't look bad with, like, the trimmed beard, just the full one. Meh. Yeah, I like it. I like this. So, give that to the Nilfgaardians, eh? I'm going to be going around reading as much as I can. So I did not know that Cirie was the Nilfgaardian Emperor's daughter. I did not know that. That's interesting. And that's what they think she looks like now.
Scars healed nicely.
What scars? I guess she'd gotten scars. I know I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I know about the books, I know a lot about what the books dealt with, but I've never actually read the books myself, so I know generalities, I don't know details, if that makes sense. Like, for example, I didn't know Cirie was the Emperor's daughter. The last wish. Human life requires 3 things for its sustenance: food, drink, and gossip. Thus no wonder that no wonder that no matter where I travel, be it icebound Pulvis or evergreen Toussaint, everyone asks me about the passions that bind Geralt and the sorceress Yennefer of Vengerberg. As a man of both cautious and discreet, I refuse to betray their secrets, with one important exception. The history of their first encounter is so extraordinary, so romantic and moving, that it would be a veritable crime to hide its light beneath a bushel basket. Indeed, had I not witnessed these events in person, I would never believe there was room for it in our grim, dark world for such fantastic marvels. It all began when Geralt and I were feeling a bit peckish and unburdened by heavy coin pouches. Decided to fish our supper out of a lake. No bites were to be had, but we did not leave empty-handed. My hook snagged quite a lovely little pot. Oblivious to my friend's warnings, I opened it, and in doing so, I freed a powerful Djinn. Oh my god. I didn't know, Dandelion summoned the genie. Without giving it much thought, I set about proclaiming my wishes. Before I could get to 3, however, the Djinn irritated. I see now in hindsight, at being issued demands so soon after waking, began to throttle me. Geralt was able to drive him off, but I was left in a sorry state. I acted the Witcher told me later, as though under the influence of some curse. Clearly the help of an expert in the magic arcana would be needed. It was our good fortune that Yennefer of Venderberg happened to be staying in a nearby village. Geralt went to her to ask that she heal his best friend, who happened to also be the brightest star in the North's poetic firmament. Yennefer, however, was more interested in the dungeon, which she wanted to trap into a magic servitude, than in its victim, and, it should be said, played the Witcher like a well-strung mandolin. Yet, rather than grow angry at being used in such a calculating manner, he fell white head over muddy boots in love with her. Okay, what happened then? Well, I won't go into detail. Suffice to say that Yennefer's plans hardly delighted the Dingeon, and without its cooperation she proved unable to tame it. The sorceress would surely have met a tragic end, and taken all of Rindi along with her, had Geralt not rushed to her rescue. For once, he did not need to draw either of his blades to send the Dingeon packing. He had but to pronounce the third and final wish. He could have asked for anything, wealth, fame, power, but instead he asked the Dingeon to bind his fate to that of the arrogant yet intriguing sorceress of Vengerberg. Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount of Letna, born in 1232, award-winning poet. Julian? His name's not Dandelion, it's Julian? Interesting. So it's also interesting to note that he didn't ask the genie to make them fall in love, he just asked them to have their fates entwined, which is broad, I grant you, but I mean, you can have your fates entwined and not love each other. Hell, I mean, you know, you could argue that someone and their arch nemesis have their fates entwined. So that to me, because I've heard people talk about, well, they only love each other because the genie wish. Well, but I mean, if this is true, the genie certainly made sure they would be important in each other's lives, but how that relationship takes place could be anything, really. I mean, theoretically, she could have just been the sorcerer he visits once a year to get potions, and that would have still somehow been their fates. Anyway, I'm eluded all.